Hello everyone, welcome to our channel, Comments and Responses TJ. I hope all of you are doing well. In this new video, we are going to prepare ourselves for the questions from our Christian life. We are in the week of September 16th to 22nd. The title is, Don't Give Up, and the second part, Don't Stop Offering Bible Courses. Let's get started. Let's begin with the questions from the first part. Question 1. Why might we sometimes feel like giving up on preaching? Sometimes we might feel like giving up on preaching for several reasons. Rejection or lack of interest from some people can discourage us, making us feel like our efforts are not bearing fruit. Physical or emotional exhaustion can also take its toll since preaching requires constant effort. Personal circumstances, such as health or family problems, can add pressure and make it harder to continue. Additionally, not seeing immediate results can cause frustration and the feeling that our work is not achieving much. Additional comments. Sometimes we may feel that we are not good enough to deliver the message or that we lack the necessary skills to help people in the best way. This insecurity can make us think about giving up. At times, we may feel alone in the preaching work if we don't have the support or company of others. This can increase the feeling of discouragement, making us think that our efforts are in vain or that we don't have the necessary backing. Question 2. Why should we not give up? We should not give up on preaching because Jehovah values our faithful efforts, even if we don't see immediate results. With perseverance, we can overcome obstacles, and our work has an impact, even if it's not always visible at first. The message of preaching is vital and can touch hearts at the right time. Additionally, our persistence could help others in the future, and persevering in preaching also strengthens our own faith, drawing us closer to God. Additional comments. Jesus and the prophets faced many difficulties and opposition, but they never gave up. Imitating their perseverance motivates us to keep going, knowing that we are following a worthy model of faith and trust. Every time we face a challenge and don't give up, we strengthen qualities such as patience, resilience, and faith. These experiences help us grow spiritually and become more capable of facing any situation in life. Now let's move on to the questions from the second part. Question 1. If we feel like we're preaching into a black hole, how can 2 Corinthians 6:4-6 help us? When we feel like we're preaching into a black hole, meaning that our efforts seem to disappear without visible results, this verse reminds us of the importance of perseverance and patience. The verse teaches us that, as ministers of God, we must continue recommending ourselves to God through our endurance in the face of tribulations, difficulties, or discouragement. It also mentions that we should demonstrate sincere love, patience, and knowledge, qualities that help us keep going, trusting that God sees and values our efforts, even when the results are not immediate or visible. Patience is crucial because we won't always see the impact of our work right away, but the Bible encourages us to trust that our efforts are not in vain, as God is aware of our dedication. Trusting in Jehovah and showing these qualities will give us the strength to continue, knowing that each seed planted in preaching may sprout at the right time. Additional comments, 2 Corinthians 6. 4, 6 teaches us that preaching is not measured solely by immediate results but by our consistency and faithfulness in serving God. Even if we feel like we're not getting responses, this verse encourages us to remember that our work is for Jehovah, who sees and appreciates our efforts, even when it's not reflected outwardly. The verse also mentions sincere love as part of our work. It helps us reflect that, even if we don't receive the response we expect, what matters is showing genuine love for people and for the work. This love motivates us to continue, knowing that even though we may not see results immediately, we are fulfilling our responsibility with the right heart, which pleases God. Question 2. What changes could I make if I feel that my efforts to get a Bible study haven't paid off? Sometimes, small adjustments in how we present the message can make a big difference. You might try using questions that invite reflection or sharing topics that are more related to the current needs of people. You could also try new ways of starting conversations, like using personal experiences or practical examples that better capture their interest. It might also be helpful to try different areas or methods of preaching. If you've been focused on a specific area or have only used one technique, such as door-to-door work, you could try public witnessing, letters, or video calls. Expanding your approach may increase your chances of finding someone interested in a Bible course. Additional comments: if we haven't had success with a certain group of people, we could try focusing on other groups. For example, we could reach out to people in different stages of life or with different interests, which could open new opportunities to connect with someone looking for a Bible course. Sometimes we feel that our efforts are not worthwhile because we expect quick or visible results. A change in attitude could be to focus more on the process than on the outcome. Focusing on each conversation as an opportunity to plant a spiritual seed, without worrying too much about immediate results, can help us find satisfaction in the effort itself and trust that the fruits will come in due time. Well, those were the practical answers on the study of our Christian life for this week. I hope they are very helpful to you, my dear brothers and sisters. I send you a big hug, and may Jehovah bless and protect you always.